Hi everyone, so I'm going to break down some pairs for the upcoming days, especially for tomorrow because it's the FOMC on the Wednesday, and I'm going to start with the Euro-USD. So it's going to be a, let's say, deep market breakdown because I wanted to cover as much of details as possible for you guys to get prepared. Now, on the daily time frame, we're gonna start with this. For the past few days, from the previous week, obviously, we had a rundown that break the structure on the left side. So definitely we are bearish on the higher time frame, still on the Euro-USD. Now the imbalance to the upside, so this small gap that happened previous week is now covered to the T, right? So we're gonna expect more movements to the downside. So we're gonna see that on the lower time frames, but this doesn't mean that you cannot buy it on the lower time frames. Obviously, it just depends of what type of the trader you are. So we are bearish on the daily H4. Now on H4, this is a tricky moment currently. We had this run up in the London session, then the New York session collapsed. We did not cover the whole imbalance there. Because we still have some empty space on previous structure just above this, so the POI on H4 that caused this movement to the downside, right? Or how you want to call it, as well as supply region. And this is great possibility that price can push higher above this week, which is going to be identified as the high of the day. So from today, that can be neutralized on the FOMC and then fall down with the overall trend. So H4 currently is bearish. We had rejection in the London session, now continuing down to the previous structural lows. Let's check the H1. So what happened on H1? So on H1 we had broken structure with this significant impulsive move to the upside. We see that previous high was broken, so this is BOS. Then we had a small structure created on H1, and again we had a BOS to the upside. Now below those lows is liquidity, stop losses of everyone who is still in the buy trade or even sell stops below it, right? And new point of interest on H1 is going to be this point, but we're gonna break this down on the lower time frames now. So we're gonna head to the 15-minute time frame. So let's check what happened today. So this was today's previous high, yesterday's previous high that was taken out, liquidity out to the upside and then run down. Then we had a previous daily low, but this is now going to change tomorrow. So I do expect, like I said, on H1 that we have liquidity below it, that we can come to those points down there. So the first thing I'm going to watch for is basically this level. Right, I'm going to mark everything up now. So we have liquidity below this point. Where is it? Liquidity there. We have imbalance to the upside in this movement down. So from this week to this week. So we have this as a confluence to be covered like that. We have this as a possible target. So today's high, if we are going to be long, obviously, right? So this is the point from where I will look for possible longs. But the thing is that tomorrow is FOMC and I do not trade on the FOMC day. Usually I don't even trade before Thursday, right? So take this in consideration to not spray your let's say entries whatever you want to, right? Be patient enough. So I'm going to mark this as a 15-minute POI. So this doesn't mean that when price comes to the level that I'm going, that you can go in it. You can, it's obviously good. This is the order block that we were speaking of. We have BOIs here as well, like that. And we had a BOS there as well, right? So we are kind of bullish on the lower time frames currently, so we can watch this price to come to the level, reject, and then see the magic. So what I would like to see especially in the London session, obviously, but it might happen in the Asian as well, given the fact where the price is currently. It must come into the region, reject it, push away, create some small structure, then BOS to the upside to confirm that it is going to go to the highs, test, and then continuation, right? So this is the thing you want to see in order to go into this long, right? So because this is 15-minute POI, you have to see those things on the lower time frames, such as 5 minutes, 1 minute, 3 minutes, whatever you like, okay? So currently for the Euro USD, this is it. Okay, let's move to the next one. Usdchf. So Usdchf was quite choppy for the couple of weeks now. As you can see, it's quite bullish. We are pushing higher and higher. Possibly we're gonna break above those highs tomorrow on the FOMC, but we're gonna see. Definitely above those highs is liquidity from everyone back in June that was selling down, swinging, right, and still holding maybe. So we're gonna see definitely some buy stops above this as well. So we can see possibly if the euro is going to be bullish, right, then we can expect USdchf push up, taking liquidity and then fall down. But this is just the expectation. It's, you know, you cannot know for sure. So we're gonna see about that. So currently bullish, H4 as well. As you can see, we are bullish but quite choppy price action and structure here. Even though, you know, today's daily candle, I mean H4 candle and the daily candle looks quite nice in this case, but currently we are breaking above the highs. So H1, seeing structure. So today's was a push down in the London all the way to the lows of the Monday, and then, you know, retracement up, test, and continuation. So definitely we are breaking the previous daily highs at the moment. So current in my eyes is bullish at the moment. So 30 minutes. So guys, if I don't see any setup worth taking or even talking, you know, I'm not going to, because it's a waste of time. So this was today's POI, and as you can see, it was invalidated. So that's why no trades taken on Usdchf. Longs could be possible in the London, but no, you know, good entries in this one. If I'm being honest, we do have imbalance to the downside to be covered as on the upside on the Euro USD, so it's like vice versa. But if I'm honest, currently I don't see anything worth taking on the Usdchf, so we might see, we have to see more price action evidence, you know, to develop in order to take any trades there. So I'm not going to waste time on Usdchf. We're gonna go on the AUD-USD. So AUD-USD, like on the daily, overall, we are bearish overall on the daily. Currently, as you can see on the left side, very left side, we rejected the daily order block, which is quite strong. We rejected, push away, came back for a test, and, you know, slowly pushing higher. So maybe AUD-USD for this point can go higher, which means that the USdchf and DXY are going to collapse. So daily time frame bullish, as I said. We have quite rejections there, so we're gonna see about that. What we happened overnight, we created equal highs on the daily, which means liquidity. We have equal highs as well there, which means liquidity. So we are having options, you know, for AUD-USD to go higher, but we have to see what is going to happen, obviously, through the day and on the FOMC later tomorrow. So equals created, so definitely we have liquidity above this. Going to mark that up. Then let's go on the H1. So I wanna, you know, break everything down. So H1, I had possible short today from this point, but kind of got missed and then deleted limit because it was quite late in the day and no volume, so I didn't take any trades today. But so far it will be in the profit for around 1.5%, something like this, but it's kind of late in the day, so no worries. Now on H1 we have imbalance to the downside. We have this point of interest that from where price can reject from tomorrow, but we're gonna see about that. because like we have relative equal lows there on H1 as well, so a lot of liquidity above and below, which is perfect for FOMC, obviously, to take everything out. So 15 minute time frame. I think setup happened on 5 minutes later today. So we had order block sweep, we collapsed down, we came back corrective, we rejected 5-minute order block, and then starting to collapse at London close 7 p.m. my time, which is kind of late to take any entries, but sometimes volume can just kick in for no reason, and price can do the thing. So 5-minute time frame, I do see the entry down there, but let's check on the 15 first. Okay, so 15. So this is going to be my point of interest tomorrow. We have BOS that happened today in the London and continued in the New York before the London close. So we have BOS to the upside, we have imbalances inside of this movements, so this is definitely the reason for price to come down. So those were my targets today for shorts, but yeah, it didn't happen. So I'm going to mark this area as a POI, so which again, it doesn't mean you want to take limit order there, but you want to see something similar as like on the Euro USD. So 15 min POI, like this. We have this as a target, like we saw on the daily as well. We have a lot of equals and liquidity above it, so this is the reason for price to go higher. But it can happen on the FOMC where volume is going to kick in. So as far as for AUD USD, we can expect price pushing down, rejecting, creating some structure on the lower time frames, BOS, and then we have a trade. If this doesn't happen, no trade. Okay, so let's be extremely safe. Just for information, I'm not going to trade tomorrow, so whatever happens, I don't care, right? Because I'm going to start from Thursday and then the Friday. So this is it on the AUD USD. So let's check the gold. I was observing the gold today, but didn't find any good entries. So on the daily, on the overall picture, we are pushing down, as you can see, creating impulse correction, etc. So we are currently rejecting the daily supply area that was created in August, so previous month. We are currently rejecting. We as well filled the imbalance on the daily time frame, as you can see, to the T today. So currently rejecting and falling down. We have imbalance to cover on the daily to the downside as well. We have liquidity below, so I do see gold pushing down, but on the FOMC, anything can happen. I'm going to repeat this over and over again. Okay. So what I was seeing yesterday, basically, and on the Sunday was H4 order block and imbalance. So this was my point of interest that I would want to take shorts on the gold, right? So this is the region I want to take shorts on gold. So if tomorrow can, FOMC can push up and reject and then create small structure on lower time frames after the news. So this is going to be late. So this can be taken on the gold, but we have to recheck everything tomorrow, obviously. So I'm going to mark that up as a H4. So I know what this is. We have definitely liquidity above this high today. So it's high of the day. So I'm going to mark that up as this. So to where gold can go, definitely those lows, right? Definitely those lows, and then turn around, but we're gonna see. So H1 POI, definitely this. So we had a BOS on the gold there. It was, happened yesterday. Not a lot of movements today on the gold, as you can see. Quite slow structure and price action movement. We have liquidity below this as well, this structure. So we may see, price reaching this level and just rejecting this level, but then go to that point. So this will be obviously better. So let's see, let me mark that up on H1 so I know what this is. So H1, then let's check 30 minutes and 15. So 30 minutes is quite good, as you can see, beautiful, and imbalance inside of it as well. But this is quite strong as well, but I don't think so this is going to hold. So 15 minute, okay. Yeah, so I'm going to stay on 30 minutes. So definitely we are falling down, and let's say that we wanna, I'm gonna mark that up as a POI as well, right? I'm gonna mark that as a POI. Everything is going to be POI tomorrow. 50 min POI. Okay. So again, same thing tomorrow. You want to see price pulling down, rejecting, pushing away, creating small structure, POS, rejecting again, and then push higher, right? And then we know what this is. It's H4 order block, which is quite strong, so you can use it on the H4, but stop loss is going to be way more bigger. Okay. So for the gold, this is it. Then let's head to the last one, which is DXY confluence. So daily time frame, bullish, obviously. If we were gonna break this high tomorrow, then obviously the next highs are possible for DXY, and then everything XXX USD is tend to fall down. But gold DXY can take liquidity and then fall down, and then we're gonna have every setup that we just created. It's going to play out very good. Okay, so H4. H4, we covered the imbalance to the T, as you can see, this week and this week. So imbalance on H4 is covered. We have liquidity above, we have liquidity below, right? Okay, from this low to this high. So I'm gonna mark that up like this and this. So tomorrow is going to be madness. So please stay safe. I'm gonna do it like that. So we have liquidity there, we have liquidity there. Where is it? Like that. Okay, let's head to the H1. Yeah, so definitely, because this is corrective price action to the downside, making highs and lows, and rejecting the H1 order block, and imbalance was covered. So I do see price pushing up, to take out the previous daily high. Previous daily highs from previous week, obviously. And then if this happens, then Euro, USD, AUD, and gold is going to make magic happen, and we can maybe have a setups, but it's kind of risky because it's the time for the FOMC. So 30 minutes, nothing to add there. Currently we have equals above, so another reason for DXY to go higher. We have equals there. As you can see, this point was kind of liquidity grab today, pushing down and then above. So we have to break above this to be for this to be valid liquidity grab, right? So we have to break above. Now we have equals of as well here on 30 minutes. So a lot of liquidity above, right? A lot of liquidity. So I do believe that we're gonna see price pushing higher tomorrow. I do believe that, but we're gonna see, obviously, right? Have to recheck everything before the FOMC. So let's see if this happens. And yeah, okay, this is the projection, but we're gonna see what the news are going to bring. So let's check the news. So tomorrow we have 8 a.m. CPI for GBP. So GBP is going to be massive tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., which is 7 a.m. UK time. And then we have the FOMC. So this is the news event tomorrow to be aware of. And I'm not going to trade anything, tomorrow. Maybe after FOMC, we have to see liquidity being taken first, so that you are not liquidity. And then on the Thursday, we have Chef in the morning, which is going to affect Usdchf. So beautiful, 9:30. So just 30 minutes. 30 minutes later in the London session, then press conference during the day. In 1 p.m. we have GBP again and USD unemployment claims. So a lot of news. And then on the Friday, it's going to be massive for USD pairs from Thursday on. It's starting tomorrow, obviously, but on Thursday on, it's going to be massive. So expect a lot of volume, a lot of setups being created, a lot of liquidity be taken. So I do suggest you guys to play safe, to use risk management, and do not hop into any setup you see just, for the A+ with a lot of confluence. And yeah, stay safe and see you soon. Bye-bye.